But as a division head, as a department head, if he wants to see the compensation review outcome for all these people, so he will be able to see those details using something called as executive review, guys. So for executive review, as an administrator, you have to grant Alan Thompson the required permissions. Yes, Alan Thompson is authorized to do the executive review. So when Alan Thompson is doing the executive review, whether he can edit the data, because say if I talk about Mark Hoff's compensation worksheet, where Mark Hoff will be doing the compensation review for Harvey Wilson, John Reed, Jenny Hoffman. So it makes sense if Mark Hoffs edit this data, the compensation data for these three guys. But on top of Mark Hoff, if you have executive review and your organization principle says that, or your requirement says that, yes, Alan Thompson can edit the compensation data of Harvey Wilson, John Reed, or Jenny Hoffman. You have to provide the edit permissions on the executive review. So that is what you are seeing here. Use edit in place for executive review edit. Okay. And your compensation UI V2 is a mandatory thing, guys. All your compensation related user interface is built using this compensation form UI V2. And this enable compensation Excel offline edit is nothing but you can download your compensation worksheet from your SuccessFactors instance to your desktop. And you can update all the data. You can carry out the review in the offline on your desktop. And you can then upload the compensation Excel spreadsheet to your compensation worksheet, guys. You can do that. So whether you are interested in providing such kind of facility to your employees or the compensation planners, if answer is yes, you have to activate that. If you are not interested in providing or exporting your employees compensation related data to the desktop, you are going to deactivate that. The moment you uncheck this thing, right, which means that you are deactivating that functionality or feature. Okay, and this is like allow compensation manager to grant and revoke planner permission. Okay, and you can see the this is for the audit purpose, guys. You don't need to worry about that. This is for audit purpose. And enable UCAL widget on the compensation form. Your UCAL widget is nothing but it's a kind of reporting where you see tiles for your reporting, guys. Just let me enable that. When we move on to the employees and the when we move on to the workforce analytics module, that is when I'll explain you what are your UCAL reports. Okay, enable compensation employee profile. So this is nothing but under your employee profile, if you want to see the compensation related data, your compensation statements, you have to activate this thing. And this is your enhanced compensation worksheet UI user interface. Let me activate that, guys. That's the latest thing. And disable local based number format, because each employee can have its own numbers, right? Numbering format. If you remember, I showed you that under your options, guys. Where is that? Not here. Usually you'll get a numbering preference, guys. How your numbering format should look like. Each employee has its own preference. Let me see. I look in it, guys. Probably usually you should get it here somewhere here. User preferences. So usually I said that this is going to be differentiated. Whether you want to disable that employee based local number format. Okay, disable create new forms by your employees, sorry, guys. So if you want to disable creation of new forms by your employees, you have to activate this. Only administrators are allowed to create the new forms. And how many number of forms, you can see here you have limitations. Okay, and these things enable form view in executive review. How your executive review should look like, whether it should be it should look like similar to your compensation worksheet that has been launched to the compensation planners, or it should be a form. Let's say it is going to be a form, And if you want to use a decentralized administration, instead of using your what do you call administrative privileges or the administrative security domain framework, if you want to use a decentralized administration, which means that who can see what data, who cannot see which employees data, if you want to activate that, you can activate that. I'll activate that at a later point of time. I'll explain you how it is going to work, guys. For time being, don't activate that. But you can see these are the features that I am interested in activating for my compensation management module. So let me save these changes and we'll see like whether we have access to the compensation management module uh, or not in your instance. So you activated the module in the provisioning account. You activated the compensation module in the provisioning account. Let me log off from the instance and log in again, guys. Okay, so now you're able to log into your instance. It's not yet available, guys. Let me do one thing. Let me log in from this browser. And now you can see here your compensation management module is back. You have all the configuration options around your compensation management module. Okay, and even employees can access their compensation stuff. You can see here as a HR admin, or I mean to say from my user account, I'm able to access the compensation worksheets here. And everyone, like even Alan Thompson, everyone will be able to access their compensation related worksheets from their compensation management modules, guys. You see here, Alan Thompson is now able to access the compensation worksheets that has been launched to him, or the worksheets that are pending his inbox. So the next step, you can see, yes, you activated the compensation module. Everything looks good. You can see here they're asking us to activate your goals. Okay, total goal management. Let's verify they should be already activated, guys, because we have gone through them, right? They should be already activated. Let me double check and then we'll move on, guys. So again, go to the company settings in your success factors provisioning system, and here your goal management. Yeah, the total goal management is activated. So this is where you're going to activate your goals, right? And you're going to activate the goal import option because you're going to load the goals in a mass way at a later point of time during your compensation review, guys. That is the reason they're asking us to activate your goals and goal import option as well. And they're also asking us to activate your ad hoc reports. So your ad hoc reports will help you to build custom reports in your talent management system, guys. So that is the reason you can see they are activating the ad hoc report builder and they are activating the compensation module to be reported under your ad hoc report builder, right? Let me double check that. Okay, and here you can see ad hoc report builder. Can you hold on for a minute, guys?